How you doing, folks? It's Trenius, and you're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. 1 month workout challenge is in full effect. Make sure you're working out every single day, getting your body in the proper shape that it needs to be in. And in order for your mind to function good, your body has to be feeling good. Okay, so keep that in mind today as you go out, within your journey. So other than that, guys, let's get right down into it. Let's get right down into it. How to crystallize your manifestations, or what does it mean to crystallize your manifestations? For those of you who don't know what a manifestation is a thought that is created by you through your actions, um, through your uh, thought processes, and thinking upon the thought in your mind over and over and over constantly all the time. You dwelling on that particular thought until it actually takes manifestation into reality, until it actually comes into your very own reality. This is called reality creation, and it is done through infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence meaning the divine matrix, so to speak. Higher powers, God actually bestowing you with the thought that you have thought in your mind and had great faith for. You ever heard of that? If you have faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. That is absolutely true, guys. If you just can believe something in your mind that is not yet seen, you could actually receive it in your everyday reality if you actually believe that you are worthy enough to have what it is that you're thinking about. But you can't crystallize manifestations if you're always doubtful and fearful about the certain thoughts that you have, or your desires that you want to create for yourself and stuff like that you have for yourself. And you just can't really doubt yourself at all. Like, you can't be like, oh, I want to create something, I want to start something, but you never make actions to start it. Or I want to become this way, but you never really make initiative to actually become that way. Or you have an idea in your mind about a creative anything to do with business. You can't never embark upon that creative business idea if you don't necessarily believe that it actually will come true. And so it's all about your thoughts, and it's all about you being able to say, hey, I believe what I see in my mind's eye. I believe what I see with my third eye. And when that happens, when you do actually believe it even though you can't see it, that's the trick. When you actually start to believe it even though you can't see it, guys, you will begin to see things in your outer world, in the outer reality, because it starts on the inside first, guys. You'll see things out here begin to line up with everything that you're thinking in your mind. And what I mean when I say line up, guys, what I'm saying is that you will notice it. You will notice like certain things happening to aid the thought that you have in your mind. Every thought, it takes a certain step to actually manifest this thought. Like, it takes step one, step two, step three, step four, step five in order for the actual thought that you envision, that you were seeing in your head, to actually be created. Like, you can't just make the vision or the imagine it, or the idea in your head just exist like right there, poof, bow, there it go. You can't do that. Like, that's kind of like impossible. It's like one of the only things that's impossible. And it's not gonna happen like that. Not unless you just magic. Not unless you just like David Blaine or something. But you have to think upon the thought, guys, in order for it to begin to start to crystallize into your reality. Crystallize meaning your realization, your awareness about what it takes to complete that thought or that idea. You will notice it. You will notice the things that come into your life in your reality to help aid that idea. You might get an item that contributes to the growth of your idea. You might have a person come into your life that has, that has or information for the idea that you have in your mind, but they didn't know that. They just said, whatever was on their mind, and they was talking to you about some stuff about them, and it's like, boof, your intuition said that's the answer to your idea. That's step one to your idea. And then you went to the store, and then you seen a brochure on the counter, and you seen a picture, and you was like, your mind was like, boom, that's another piece to your idea, simply because you made the initiative today to go out and actually go to the store. You could have stayed at home and been lazy, or you could have just denied that friend that was saying hey to you and trying to get your attention, and y'all had a conversation. You could have just denied that person, and never would have got that intuition that person the idea and the information that came from that person to help your idea, and so step by step by step by step by piece by piece by piece, you will begin to see your manifestations begin to crystallize right before your eyes. I like the term crystallize, as a matter of fact, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the Living Room Network, guys, where we make ourselves better. We're trying to make other people's lives better, and we're trying to make the world a better place. This is the greatest moment in our time right now. We have all this technology. We have all this information at our fingertips. You can just tell Google what you want to look up. Voila, it'll look it up just like that. I told you guys, I was wrong. That is another thing that you can use that just brings something right about into your reality. Google. Shout out to Google, guys. So you will begin to see all these manifestations from the thoughts in your head crystallize. Like it will crystallize. Like it will just start to come into being. Like you would just notice, like, wow, once upon a time I was thinking about it, but now I'm actually living it. Like I'm actually getting in return all the things that I didn't think that I would receive. Now I'm actually able to feel the energy of receiving these things that are coming to my life, that, which was an idea once upon a time. It's crystallizing me. It's even making you a much better person when you start to see your manifestations like actually come into your life, and you actually are able to use your mind power. It crystallizes you as an individual. It makes you feel powerful, so to speak. Like it makes you feel like bigger than life, and your whole genetics begin to change. Your whole DNA replica begins to change. Your whole structure changes, guys, and you just become more dependent upon your own thought life, and you make sure that you guard your mind and protect your mind by any means necessary, and because you know that your thoughts have power and your thoughts are creating stuff for you. So you're crystallizing as an individual over time. Not only do your manifestations crystallize right before your eyes and you're able to just see it come into your reality, but you as an individual will begin to crystallize too. And when I say you will begin to crystallize, you will begin to look better. You will begin to look younger. You will begin to have a spark or a light about yourself that people notice. People will be attracted to you. You will begin to feel better. You will begin to be radiant. Like your eyeballs, your eyeballs and stuff like that begin to expand, and your pupils and stuff look good. Your eyes begin to get clear. Your smile is beautiful. Your face is clear, and you just become like younger in spirit. And so you can begin to crystallize once you realize the mind power that you have, and you actually seeing reality creation right before your eyes. This is real stuff, guys, or I would not be talking about it right now. How do I know so much about it? Because I do it every day. Like I'm doing it now. Like I'm reality creating right now because I'm just listening to my intuition tell me what you need to know. And so like it's great stuff, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Trenius from the infamous Living Room Network, guys. How to crystallize your manifestations is very easy. It's very, very intriguing once you realize the thought actually create things into your life. So harness your mind, man. Harness your mind and make sure that you're doing everything to the best of your ability to, think on the positive, rather than being negative and doubtful and fearful about things that you want to create and the desires that you have in your heart. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.